Welcome to 12.5 Minutes. My name is Jared Kelly, and I am joined by my friend and co host, Liz Whitehead. Good morning, Liz.
Good morning, Jared.
Excellent. It's so good to see you. We started this show for one particular reason. It's because you're such a fantastic networker and you meet with all these fantastic and amazing founders, inspiring founders, that it would seem like a great idea to collaborate and interview some of these individuals and bring them to the forefront, right? And give them a little bit more light and shine. And so um, I wanted to ask you, who have you met recently, or who do you think we should talk to today?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I met this person. We started our businesses at around the same time. She founded the company Go Together in 2017 to unlock transportation options for schools and families that were affected by a bus driver shortage. And so her company's vision is changing transportation and creating a scalable platform for schools and families to select different options. So it could be bus, carpool, or even kids getting together and walking together or taking public transit. So the person I want to talk to today is Kimberly Moore.
All right. Well, I'm excited. Well, let's welcome Kimberly Moore to the show. And I would like to definitely learn more about Go Together. So there she is.
Wonderful. Thanks for having me, Liz. Good to see you.
To
This is awesome. So why did you start Go Together? It's Go Together, right?
Go together, yes.
Together. Why did you start that?
Yeah, a little backstory. I mentored a young lady from the age of 16. She's still in my life. And what I recognize as a first generation immigrant going to high school and trying to navigate the US system, that a little bit of trouble. And I met her when she had 7 felony arrests and she was in juvenile detention. And she was trying to navigate the world. Well, she made a crucial decision to do something different, and it required her to go to different schools and programs. And her family didn't have transportation. I became her transportation. And without that, she would not have been able to participate and therefore not continue on in her life. So I'm happy to tell you that she is now Dr. Norma Guzman. Now,
Wow.
I can't take credit for her entire life because she made the most important decision early on. But what I can say is in that early part of her decision making, that her being able to go and take advantage of these opportunities required her to have transportation. So I saw firsthand, and because she's made that decision, she's changed the trajectory of her entire family. Her sister is in law school now. It's been amazing to watch the transformation as a family. So that's sort of a backstory. More closely, my sister, single mom, daughter in private school, difficult transportation issues. And I am a person who's been living my life off of this quote I heard, and that says that opportunities of a lifetime have to be seized in a lifetime of the opportunity. So I understood this could be an opportunity. And with the help of who is now my co-founder, Charles King, he challenged me, like, I think you can solve this problem, Kimberly. I have a wireless technology background, sales at a high level. You should try to figure this out. And so I've lived my life by that quote, and it's turned out to be well in so many other ways. And so that's kind of how it got started. And as I started to dig into the problem, I really started to see that while in these two cases, very different transportation needs, that so many more kids who had many options available to them were having difficulty getting to and from school because of the school bus driver shortage and because their parents' schedules didn't align with these new opportunities. And so, fast forward, we acquired our platform to get started and have really innovated in such a way that It's drawing attention to school districts and transportation demand management agencies and such.
Yeah, I'm really glad we're having this conversation today because yesterday we had a sub for my children's bus driver and all the parents were like, did the bus come to your house yet? Has the bus left? Like, I have to get to work. Can you what? You know, but it was very last minute. So I was like, oh, can't wait to talk to Kimberly.
Yes, yes,
Problems.
A parent's stress over their child's
yes, absolutely.
is real.
It
That
is very real. It's very real.
So I would imagine that from 2017, when you started till now, you've seen a significant amount of growth. Like, can you describe what that growth looks like?
Well, I tell you, the most growth that's happened has been in me as an entrepreneur. Um, Obviously, we were doing very well before COVID, and just we went from 15 schools and we acquired the platform at 65, just brought on our director of engineering, you know, getting ready to raise around the capital. And then we had COVID, literally 2 months before we started our round. And nobody's going to school. And we're not sure when anybody's going to return to school. So that was a very difficult period, even questioning, okay, do we still do this? Are we still going to do this? How are we going to live? How are we going to continue? But it turned out to be a good reset for us and to really refocus our go-to-market strategy and how we return, and what would the opportunities be, what would be some of the barriers. So from that point on, we've really shifted and increased, I shouldn't say shifted, but increased our focus of serving districts and meeting the need at scale a little faster than what we anticipated. So we've seen growth in terms of our visibility, growth in terms of the complexity of our offer, and we are in that place, a really good trajectory that we are seeing starting to happen where we're going to be bringing on more schools. We just closed a district last year, adding additional 15 schools. We just closed another opportunity recently, a pilot program that will give us an opportunity to serve about 12 new schools. So, so going from one-to-one to one-to-many.
I like that. I like that. So if you think about this, this is a pretty unique offering. I don't know if you're tracking this type of thing, but I would imagine this makes a big impact not only on individual households, but as well neighborhoods and communities. We have kids. I'm in Chicago. We have kids that have safety issues walking to school. We have kids that as you mentioned, that just may not be able to get to a school bus easily, or their parents have multiple kids going different directions. So I can imagine it's complex, but do you track like the impact that you have on these communities?
We do. One of the things that we do track really has to do with the strengthening of that community, because in today's world, most families don't know each other that are at a particular school. So one of the things we look at are how we're connecting families. We obviously track how many trips are created, how many hours are saved by parents being able to now shift from driving every day to maybe only driving 3 days a week. Ultimately, I have a personal why, is I would like to know that and really hope that one day, particularly the moms, are saying, because we had access to go together, it gave me an opportunity to invest more in my professional career, which allowed me to take on more opportunities and that benefited my family, demonstrate to my kids that you can do what you want to do in life. That's my personal why. And hopefully we'll be able to scale that and be able to tell those stories. But ultimately, it's about increasing, being able to track people, being able to choose a school or an opportunity, educational opportunity, tracking how many trips that they are able to save by using our platform, and then ultimately an environmental impact as well, the reduction of CO2 because of the fewer cars that are in the pickup and drop off line. So societal, financial, and environmental.
And also educational, like, as you mentioned, you know, when you spoke at the beginning, there's access to opportunities that people would be like, we can't get you there, can't get there
Yes.
from here. And it's like, you can get there from here. You can do it now.
That's exactly right. You can. And it can change the trajectory of your child's life. And it's really, that's why our tagline is more than just a ride, because it really is more than just a ride.
That is awesome. I am very appreciative that you shared that with us, and congratulations to you. This is
Thank you.
not an easy journey being a founder, and greatly appreciate not only the time that you shared with us, but certainly we support you and wish you continued success along this journey. We hope to hear back from you and get an update about all these different impacts that you're having in the community. So
Happy to do so.
thank you for your time and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, Liz, this is the time. What did you learn? This is pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome.
I know Kimberly is great, and every time I talk to her, I learn something new. So what I learned, I thought it was really interesting. You can have the best idea in the world, right? Like, every parent I know struggles with this aspect of a 9 to 3 school day. And what are you going to do when my work schedule is 6 to 6 sometimes? So you can have a great idea, but it takes a visionary leader like Kimberly to execute it. She's like, you know, the biggest change, like the biggest growth was in herself.
Right.
How do you deal with something like COVID and then bring your company to another level through that? So I thought that was really, really great, really inspiring.
I was absolutely inspired by that. So this is fantastic. We have to keep it short. We have to get to the point and move on to our next conversation. But thank you for introducing me to Kimberly, and certainly we hope that people will also take a look at our website, which is gotogether.today. And please follow us. Continue tracking with us as we continue to give you 12.5 minutes.